Well, Mark, we saw that yesterday was a tough day, but what have you learned since then? What have you found out about what actually happened yesterday, and how do you feel you've recovered?
I'm a bit tired considering we just had one day, but we're always going to have that after yesterday. I've had bad days in the Tour de France before, and I've suffered from a hard day. I've never had it so early on, but you also see early on what a great team I have. And that's the thing, the biggest thing I took from it. The boys were incredible. I didn't say a word yesterday. They knew what I needed. They looked after me, and I had to give some hugs when I got to the hotel yesterday. They were phenomenal. I think a lot of people suffered yesterday. Just some people go faster when they're suffering than other people, and we know the days of being the pure sprinter are totally gone in cycling. I'm very lucky that because I've been doing it 20 years that I got the experience that I can just about get through. It's just highlighted a lot more when TV cameras are on you, isn't it? So yeah, it wasn't easy, but every meter you do is 1 meter less to do, and that's how I approach every race I do now when we're suffering. And I'm fortunate that we get an opportunity to sprint when we get through days like yesterday. So.
We saw other riders, so Brian Cockard, for example, he was sort of dousing you with water at one stage. It seemed there was a recognition on everyone's part you were all in the same very sweaty boat.
Yeah, it was very nice, wasn't it, when he did that. He climbs good, it's easy for Brian, you know. Considering he's a sprinter, he's just got that, he's tiny, he gets over climbs very well. I think, yeah, a lot of people had heat problems. We didn't see many people. We knew we'd pick up a few people along the way. It's a 3-week race. And it's about gauging your effort there. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't easy yesterday to gauge my effort, but once you completely go over the limit, it can take a long time to recover, considering we've got a hard 3 weeks ahead of us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hugo, you getting on okay in the heat? How was that yesterday?
It was definitely a tough day. One of the hottest I got in the Tour. I mean, not temperature-wise, but with the humidity. Honestly, it was really tough. We're not so used to the heat. It went well, quite good for me, but still, it's pretty tough now. If you do a big effort, it's really hard to recover, so you have to kind of stay calm as much as I can. But no, it's tough. It's really hard start.
And you'll have, knowing you'll have a few stages circled in your road book. What do you do in these early days? What's the goal to get through these days?
The goal is to stay safe, do the work for the team. My best chance is often later in the Tour de France, like it was in the past. Probably after a week, so we see today if there's opportunity. But normally I need the race to kind of go on to get better opportunity for myself. So it's just stay on the bike, save energy, and help the boys as best as I can.
Are you helping out young Derek G in his debut of the Tour de France?
Yeah, of course. I think we all do. He's riding great again. Yesterday was in the front, so we will take it day by day with him without too much stress. But of course, it's our main guy to take care in my case if I don't go in the breakaway.
Can you remember your first Tour de France and how wide-eyed you were at everything that was going on?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's quite impressive with the noise, the spectator, all the vibe at the start, the finish. Okay, now I'm a bit more used to it, but still, it's.
Now you're an experienced veteran.
Yeah, but you have to get in your zone and kind of focus on what is important, and the rest around you have to forget. But it's true that it's nice to have the people like this around.
Good morning, Derek. You recovered okay from yesterday. That was quite an effort, and you did well.
Yeah, I mean, I was really happy with how the body reacted to the heat. It's obviously a big question mark because there haven't been any super hot race days so far this year, and not like that anyway. And for it to be the first stage of the Tour, it adds a little element of uncertainness. But yeah, really happy that the body reacted well.
What was the difficult part out there yesterday for you? I mean, you had a lot of things to overcome for you. How was it?
Yeah, it's just keeping the body temp down. I mean, I think it's especially hard with the Tour and all the, the closed roads and everything to get as many feeds as you want. And obviously it was a hectic day, hard to go back to the car. So it was just making sure got enough fluids in, got enough water tipped over the head to keep from overheating.
Derek, Tour de France, you did it one day in. I mean, were you pinching yourself out there on the road?
Yeah, for sure. Now that there's a day done, it kind of really helps settle the nerves. We're into it now. It's just bike racing, and obviously the show is still the show, but yeah, it's nice to get the first stage done.
Is it unlike any other race?
100%. I mean, the crowds are unbelievable. The whole spectacle around it's pretty big, and definitely nothing like I've experienced before.
What do you expect today?
Oh, I think it's going to be a calmer day until the final, because it's just easier until that final, which is super hard. So honestly, we could see a bigger chance for gaps because the final is so intense. But I also think it's going to make for a bit more of a hectic run-in with the bigger group.
Yeah, and the bonus seconds on that final climb.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Derek.
Thanks.
Tom, we talked to you last night and you were pretty happy and optimistic about today. And what would be an ideal scenario sort of going into the last descent of San Luca today?
Ideal scenario would be going over that at the front of that with the top guys and racing for a win. So yeah, we'll see if that's possible. I think yesterday in the end I was feeling pretty okay, but I think really kind of not myself, not really a punch. Like in that sprint I couldn't really kick. So hopefully I feel a bit more myself today and we can get involved with the racing.
This is a climb that a lot of guys in the peloton will know pretty well, having raced on it in Emilia. How well do you know it?
I did. I rode up it after Tirreno this year, but that's it. So I never watched Emilia either, so not very well. But I know it's steep and the legs will do the talking, that's for sure.
Long climbs like this, a bit like the Mur de Huy in Flèche Wallonne, it's often about timing as well as power, isn't it?
Yeah, I think not going over your limit at the bottom. I think it's a short climb, but it's steep, and you can easily go over the limit at the bottom.
What did you take away from your rivals yesterday? What did you see from Pogacar and all these other guys?
I think I saw that there's some teams who are not as strong as maybe we thought they would be.
Who?
We saw UAE's lineup at the start of this race, and you think, wow, that's some team. And then yesterday in the heat, they didn't really have the gas that perhaps we thought they would do. I think Jonas was riding quite conservative, but I think he looked quite good. Obviously, I think you could see that his confidence was not maybe what it was last year. But I think he looked okay, and I think actually for us we did a really good race. 6 guys in the front. I was not feeling my best, but I think that shows gives us some confidence, I think.
What did you feel yesterday? Because you looked darn good.
Yeah, yesterday was a pretty hard stage and hot, but I felt really good, and let's see today. Today's gonna be another really hot day and hard final. So let's see. I hope for good legs.
Were you set back at all by COVID? You got a reading on that yesterday? In a race day?
No, not really. I think it was just like a normal cold, and now I already felt good immediately after when I was not sick anymore. So it was not terrible.
Tom Pidcock said he expected UAE to be stronger yesterday. He wasn't too impressed with UAE yesterday. What would you say to that?
Oh, if he said this, then I was expecting him to be better in the sprint in the final. So
So one day into this Tour de France, how was that yesterday for you?
Good, really good. I think I was just really happy to see Jonas and Wout at the level they were at, and also they believed in themselves, which is an important step, because I think we entered the Tour with more doubts than normal, for sure, and I think we put all of them to rest yesterday. We have I think one of, if not the strongest team in the race, and then also 2 guys that can fight for stage wins with Wout, and then Jonas, who's really contending to win the Tour de France. So for me, it's just nice to see them there, confident and in the race.
That was a big sigh of relief, and not only were they seemingly there, but you guys also took control as well.
Exactly. have the confidence, like with Wout having the confidence to say, I'm good, I'm going to make it through today, and we should take the race on and go for the stage win, for me is a big step. And it was just nice to see, because both of them were just not too long ago in the hospital and not even thinking about the Tour de France. They were just thinking about, walking again or getting back on the bike. So it was really nice to see.
Matteo, was it quite a bullish team meeting this morning because of that confidence boost yesterday?
No, I mean, we remain realistic, and of course Tadej is our biggest rival and also the favorite for today and the Tour de France. So we're not overconfident, that's for sure.
And what did you make of UAE yesterday? We just had Tom Pidcock in here. He said he didn't think they looked as strong as he expected, and maybe a few guys suffering in the heat.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think they looked how I expected them to look yesterday, but it was just one day. So I don't think we can take so much from it. We'll see today.
Well, Jonas, how would you compare your mindset today compared to sort of this time yesterday? Are you a much more confident man this morning?
I mean, of course, I gained some confidence yesterday that I felt good and I was there in the bunch. Not losing any time was a good thing for me. So I guess today will be the same for me, the same approach. Try to not lose any time, and then we'll see.
Just describe how you felt on the bike yesterday.
I mean, I was happy with my feeling. I felt pretty good. It was very, very warm, and I think a lot of guys suffered in the heat yesterday. But yeah, as I said, I'm pretty good in the heat. So yesterday was a good day for me, and today I'll just try to hang on, and then we'll see what happens.
And Jonas, there was a lot of talk about UAE, Tadej dropping the bomb on stage one, trying to put you in the hurt locker. Were you a little bit surprised that they didn't really follow through on that?
I mean, I think, we were talking about it before the stage that we expected them to attack. They didn't really attack, but then I guess it will come today.
Big sigh of relief with Wout and yourself.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.